Hello, my dear love bugs. Let's fix this camera here. Welcome back to the TheLightChildSpace. I hope that you are all well, wherever you are watching from. Greetings and blessings, love and light to you. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, thank you. Thank you for spending your time and your energy here. I wanted to come on and channel. It's been on my spirit again. I know for some of you, are feeling this. There's a huge wave of melancholy and a heaviness that I know a lot of you are feeling. It's residual from the full moon that we just had, but nonetheless, sometimes the aftershock is worse than the initial wave, as they say. So how are you feeling out there? How are you navigating and flowing through these feelings and processes and shifts and transformations that are occurring? But before we dive into messages from Spirit, if you are in need of guidance, assistance, working through your shadow work, your grief work, need assistance going back home to the center of self. I am an intuitive channel reader. I am a recreational therapist. I am a spiritual coach, and I am a human design practitioner. Feel free to DM me at my Instagram page, TheLightChildSpace. And we can set up your free assessment to see if any of my services will be of value to you and if we would be a good fit to work together. It is always my pleasure to be of service to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. That helps my channel grow, helps the algorithm, as they say. If any of you are truly inquisitive about any of the decks that I'm using, just DM me also on my Instagram page, and I will be more than happy to share the details with you. It just becomes cumbersome to write all the details in the comments, etc., etc. Now that we've gotten all the shebangs out the way, and I wanted to do something. I'm going to be using 3 different tarot decks. I wanted to do sort of an overlapping messages to see if there are any parallels with tarot cards that come out more than once in different decks. And those would be the messages that I would say are the most prominent that Spirit, well, everything that Spirit says is important. But there are certain messages that they emphasize at times more than others. And we are about to embark into Scorpio season shortly. And perfect energy and season to work on your shadow and your grief work. A Scorpio is the natural alchemical energy. It teaches you to hone your inner alchemist and how to transform your shadows and turn them into light, how to do your shadow work, how to make friends and peace with your shadows, how to not be afraid of the shadows. Without darkness, there would be no light, and vice versa. So we must embrace and acknowledge and be aware of our shadow side. And also there is a difference with acknowledging it's one thing to acknowledge, as we must acknowledge that we have a shadow side, but it's one thing to acknowledge it, and then it's another to actually act from that space. There's a difference. Some people acknowledge it and choose to operate from that darker space, and others acknowledge it and are vibrating at a higher energetic level and choose not to, but they are very aware of it, and it does come out when necessary. When necessary. When necessary. So I love Scorpio season. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's start with this deck. Oh, that wants to come out already. And I know you guys can't see the cards. I'll have to say this because not everyone will get it. I'm more into the message, not so... I know the art is beautiful on the cards, yes, but I'm more focused on the message that Spirit is wanting to convey. Seven from each. And this is just an experiment. Doesn't matter how I try and call it an experiment, though the message that is meant to come out is going to come out. But I just wanted to do something fun, switch it up a bit. Some of you have been feeling very absent-minded, not grounded, or feeling like you're not grounded, feeling like there was a loss of a sense of time, kind of like you're just existing, which is not a bad place to be as long as you're being a healthy type of productive. And there's different types of productivity, and that includes rest, because resting is being productive. And I know that sounds counterproductive, but you need to rest in order to be productive. So rest for me goes into productivity. And how are you channeling this energy of just existing? It's not to be in the gloom of doom of what if, should have, could have, would have. It's remaining in peace in the midst of the unknown, completely surrendering wholeheartedly. A lot of you are in your heads. Absolutely in your heads. heads, but as I said, as we approach Scorpio season, you're gonna be forced and pushed to come out of your head and go into your feelings. To tap more into your feelings, to tap more into your intuition. Right now you're being called to take a rest from thinking so much. Because all this thinking that you're doing, and some people are thinking in terms of planning, trying to plan things, and other people are thinking because they're worried. Whatever the situation may be, whatever the case is, things are about to switch and change up so radically that it's going to force you to use your intuition. You're not going to be able to rely on your logic. You're going to be able to rely on your logic for the logical things, for the logistics of the methods of maybe how to navigate certain aspects. But the majority of it, I would say 98% of this process is going to be leaning on your intuition. And that's where you're going to find success. That's where you're going to find this new beginning. There's emotions that need to be processed. And for some of you still haven't learned that lesson yet, that you can't think your way away from your feelings. You can't process emotions with logic. There are things in this existence that our minds can't comprehend or compute. There are just things that are not logical. Instincts are not logical. Feelings are not, things that we can explain with logic. Not everything is logic. A lot of things in the past are going to be coming up for you to resolve. And for a lot of you, there are going to be a lot of you who are going to be stubborn and who are going to resist this time, the energy of the time. And, you do have free will to do as you choose. You do, in a way, for a brief moment, but just know that until you actually address the situation at hand, you will always come into conflict. You will always come into roadblocks until you actually address and assess what's really going on and how you feel about it. The shadows will haunt you, and I don't say that to scare you, but you can only run but for so long. Okay, so the King of Swords came out twice. And it's the need to be able to control your thoughts, to rein your thoughts in, to be the master of your thoughts. As cliche as it sounds, it's not cliche. Once you can master your thoughts, you can master yourself. In terms of creation, you can create with your thoughts. Remember, it's with thoughts and energy, with manifesting things. The quality of your thoughts, determines the quality of your life. The quality of your thoughts sets a trajectory for your life. This Scorpio season is really going to be pushing you to become aware, rather, that sometimes the enemy is yourself. And that's just the one little thing that's hindering you from where you want to be. There are a lot of love old relationships, old connections from the past that are being revived. I know that was a random insert there, but it is, yes, offers being brought in. And these are for the people who have been doing the work. There's always a duality. And I want you to know, those who are listening to these channels that are coming through, Spirit wants you to truly understand that how much of a duality does exist. When you have mastered yourself, you understand this duality. You know how to navigate through life efficiently because of it. So it's removing that lens of good and bad and just changing your perspective sometimes on how you look about things and things that occur in your life. Like I said, mastering that mindset, shifting your perspective. All right. And the Spirit wants me to talk more about this love, this wish fulfillment. And it may not just be love, but that is a big message that is coming through. But just harmonious and very amazing partnerships that are coming in for many of you. Wish fulfillments for many of you. Those of you that are stuck or feel stuck or stagnant creatively, it's okay to take a rest. You don't have to be on, quote unquote, 24/7. Trust that the pauses, or rather, let me retract the word trust. It's more of when you have these moments where you feel like you're not creative, to nurture yourself more, to nurture yourself with things that you love. You know, it's not a passive time to just feel in a rut because you feel like you're quote unquote not being creative. It's time to water yourself, to nurture yourself, to get lost in, to allow your inner child to get lost in play. And that's oftentimes the catalyst, the state of mind, rather, that we should strive to be in. To be childlike, not childish. There is a difference. When you feed your inner child, you're always feeding your creativity. When your inner child is free, there's nothing that you can't do because your imagination is opened. That childlike wonder of imagination is limitless. It presents so many opportunities in front of you. Which opportunity should you take? You have to listen to your soul, or a human design plug, your strategy and authority to help you decide which things are good for you. The mechanics of what helps you discern what's good for you. And if you'd like to know what your human design is, all you need is your birth time and place of birth, and we can definitely let you know what your energy type is and dig into that. Sometimes I like to leave space to see if there's anything else that wants to come through. But I will pull some more cards. So I want to pull you more into the emotional space without fear. Don't fear the emotions. Write them down. Assess them. Be able to observe them without becoming them. And also acknowledging the feelings and the emotions that are coming up, and thinking and reflecting about where they're stemming from, where they're coming from. But emotions are not bad. Emotions are indicators. This card I will show you, as one of the first things I mentioned coming on here is saying that I'm feeling it's a very emotionally heavy time, like emotions, and this card is emotions are high. And that card came out. Yep. And having to find balance during these emotionally sensitive and fragile times, because it can make you feel sensitive and it can be irritating, but breathing it out. But we are on the precipice of change and transformation, like I said, whether you are ready for it or not, whether you want to accept it or not. So I always say to embrace change with courage and with a playfulness, also with trust. That's just to know that you're always safe, and whatever challenges life may throw at you, whatever comes to your door, know that you will always find a way to navigate, and always have what you need in the right moment, but always to set your intentions and set inspired actions. For a lot of you, and I'm going to end the channel with this because Spirit wants me to just focus more on the lighter aspect of things. For those of you that have been putting in the work, who have been having it rough, the ones that are saying, oh my God, it's been so difficult, it's over. That cycle has ended. I know you've been hearing it time and time again, tired of hearing it from this person, that person, maybe that reader, but it is for real, not for fakes. Understanding that energy takes time to move itself, and how we are perceiving quote unquote time is very different than from what's actually happening. But just trust and know, like, it's solid. Those seeds that you've planted definitely is ready for harvest, and it's coming. It is any day now. The ETA is any day now. It is what it is. And I hope that this channel has been helpful to you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video so that this message can reach who it needs to reach in its divine timing. These readings are timeless. When the message is meant to reach you, it shall reach you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you are inquiring or would like to inquire about any of my services, feel free to DM me on my Instagram page, and we can do a free assessment. I hope you have a beautiful week, Maybe I'll drop in, maybe I won't, who knows? Depends on what Spirit puts in my heart for the day. But I hope that all of you have a wonderful week, a wonderful, blessed week, and know that you are loved and you are safe and you are never alone. And namaste, my loved bugs. Cheers. See my little heart, love.